Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we got to talk about the Xbox Developers Direct that is coming on the 18th. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now they're going to be showing off some Hellblade 2. They're going to be showing off the Indiana Jones. Finally, we are going to see what Indiana Jones is all about. They're going to explain some of this. We're also going to be seeing some more Avowed. And then some other stuff. I don't know exactly what all they've got in there, but they did announce like 4 things that are coming to this developer direct. This is awesome, man. We're still waiting on that secret Sony PlayStation showcase that's supposed to be happening any day now to let us know what's going on over there at PlayStation. But Xbox, ever since 2022, has just kind of hit the ground running, and it's almost like games that we were expecting not to even be close. Games like Indiana Jones could potentially be coming here in 2024. That is awesome. That is freaking awesome that we're finally going to get to see this. And hopefully they are showing us games that are going to launch in 2024. And of course, showing us some stuff to look forward to after that. That would absolutely be incredible. Now, I know a lot of people here at the channel are probably like, oh man, this guy went all PC and everything. Like, I still 100% root for Xbox. Every game that I buy on my Xbox, I can play 100% on my PC day and date with Play Anywhere. So yes, of course I'm excited about Xbox. I'll always be excited about Xbox. It's just that, yes, man, playing on PC, playing Xbox games on PC is the ultimate way to do that. If your preference is console, cool, man. Like, I'm not going to ever judge you for wanting the Xbox Series X, for wanting an Xbox Series S. And if anything, I'll be here every step of the way I can to try to help you find a way to better enjoy your console and take better advantage of it. Like with all my Xbox Series S videos, dropping it down resolution, letting your TV upscale it, and plenty more, like how to turn on your VRR support. The fact that I think that you would be happier with a 1440p monitor with either one of those consoles. There's always something that I'll always be able to bring to the table for Xbox to help you get the most bang for your buck when it comes to that. I still kind of think it's a little bit silly now after everything we've seen and everything that's come out. I do kind of think it's silly to go out and spend upwards of $1,000 for an OLED TV or a 4K TV. I just don't think that that's going to give you the overall optimal experience over the course of the generation. I just don't. I know that me personally, I like my image quality to look good. And 1440p absolutely does that for me. I know we're supposed to be talking about the showcase and everything, and I'm super excited about it, but I need my Xbox friends to understand that, yes, just because I play a lot of games on PC now, doesn't mean that I don't care about Xbox. Xbox is my preferred place to play, and Xbox just makes that super easy for me to jump on the PC, play the game there, jump back to my Xbox, play it on my Series X, play it there, jump on over to the Series S, play some more there, jump over to the ROG Ally, play some more there, and my save just goes right across, or jump on my GameSir G8 Galileo and take it on the go with me. Whenever I can't take the ROG Ally with me, I have access to my Xbox 24 hours a day, no matter what. I can jump on it, I can stream my games, whatever I want to do. I have Xbox at my freaking fingertips. That's not, I mean, you can't say that about PlayStation. I mean, you can say that about PC for to a certain extent, but Xbox just makes it so freaking easy to do what you want to do when you have when you have the time for it, man. Maybe you got a half-hour lunch break like I do. You pull out your G8 Galileo, you throw in your phone, and you sit there and you jump on some Forza Motorsport, play a couple rounds of Halo. Whatever you got to do, your Xbox is always at your fingertips, and it doesn't matter what device you play on. And that there, to me, made it really easy to be able to start getting into PC, because let's face it, I'm an older gamer. Usually when you're an older gamer, that means you're going to have a little bit more money at your disposal. You'll be able to, invest in other things that are going to be right for you. Maybe you're just, consoles are where it's at for you. Maybe Xbox is right where you need it to be because you're like, hey man, I don't want to worry about like the PC. There's a lot of FOMO going on in PC every time a new graphics card comes out. I just want to be able to buy the right setup so that I can continue to play my games throughout the console generation. And I'll tell you what right now, the 7900 XT that I got right now, I fully believe that this card will last throughout this generation. I'm not going to sell any more of my GPUs. I'm keeping them. I'm gonna hang on to them. I'm going to see how long these will go. I will obviously upgrade every generation to the new, mid-range to the new mid-range GPUs because I think that's the best bang for your buck. You got a 4090 right now, and I guarantee the mid-range card of next generation is going to be able to match that performance. And so, like, why spend the $2,000 right now when I can just spend, $500, $600, $700 every generation and get that power every other generation? To be completely honest with you, that's the way things go. I feel like that's kind of where I feel like that's kind of where most gamers are right now. They're just upgrading every other generation. Every other generation on PC. I think that's good because then you get to push the boundaries a little bit more. Then you get to look back across all the games that you've already played, at that lower tier card, and then you could try everything else on there. And that's the beauty of PC gaming, man. It's like you've got backwards compatibility like there's no other. Like you can run back through, you can find all the games that you used to love, you could get them on Steam or wherever, you could play those games on your PC and you can enjoy them the way they were meant to be enjoyed from the day they launched, and at way higher frame rates. And I'll tell you right now, man, getting a higher frame rate on something like Forza Horizon 5, playing that game at 165 frames a second feels buttery smooth. It is so incredible. Such a great feeling, and to be able to have your visuals look pixel perfect because you're hitting native resolution and everything just comes to life and you're just like, wow. And then you kind of feel like, oh my gosh, man, I've been living under a rock or I can't believe just how much better this can be on PC, and then you're off to chasing frames and chasing the resolution and all of that stuff and higher quality settings, and it's exciting. It really is exciting, and I'm so thankful every day, and that's the point of this, dude. I'm so thankful that Xbox is so forward thinking to be able to understand and know that, like, look, man, I don't want to have to buy a game 3 times. I want to buy that game once, and I want to take it across my platforms. And the Xbox ecosystem, and you hear all these little ponies out there, kneeing in their stable, talking about like Xbox is going third party. No, Xbox has already evolved. It's already above and bigger than PlayStation. Like PlayStation isn't even a thought in Xbox's head anymore. You got all these ponies out there talking about, well, when's it going to come to Nintendo and PlayStation? Why would Xbox do that? I mean, I could see maybe like Hi-Fi Rush or some of them other games going to like Nintendo Switch like a year later. Hi-Fi Rush, for instance, that game would do very well in Japan. Very well, especially on the Nintendo Switch. It would do very well there. And that would put Xbox's name in the Japanese customer's mouth. And they'd be like, oh, Xbox, this is a good solid game. You know what I mean? Like, Xbox has the opportunity. I don't know, that might have sounded like a little bit... oh gosh, I don't know. It's funny though. But Xbox has got the perfect opportunity to be able to put that game on the Nintendo platform and be able to get it running good and get people in there and get people feeling it and being like, yeah, man, this is something that I like. Oh, look at that Xbox Series S. Maybe I can get a little bit better on the Xbox Series S. The whole thing is like word of mouth and mind share. And Xbox is in that perfect category to where they're not just stuck on the consoles. And to make this easier for everybody to understand, let's make this completely easy. Xbox is a third-party developer, completely forgotten. If Xbox does not continue to put a console in the console space, they risk losing everything. Everything they've just spent $100 billion on, they risk losing all of that. They have to have a presence in the console space to be able to attract those customers, to be able to make that name, to be able to build and continue to build upon that platform. But I mean, Xbox is different now. It's Game Pass, it's PC, it's ROG Ally, it's freaking everything. It's everywhere. It's Samsung. Xbox is everywhere that it should be. Xbox is transcendent, basically. You can play it's cloud. Xbox is freaking everywhere. PlayStation's the only one that locks down their console into their little box, and Nintendo, they lock them down into these little boxes, and those are finite. That is a finite, walled off niche garden that doesn't really have any outward expansion unless they bring their games to PC, like PlayStation's doing now. Because even PlayStation sees the wisdom in what Xbox did last generation at bringing their games to PC. PlayStation understands that. They're not dumb. They just are trying to protect what they have, their mind share, their market share, all of that stuff. Like, I get what PlayStation's doing, and I get why they're making you wait longer to get the game onto PC, and that to me is just dumb. That's like a double-edged sword for them. Once that game comes out, and that's the way it is with games. Once a game comes out, it's new, fresh, right then and there. And it's going to look good, the visuals, all of that stuff, because it's new, it's fresh, it's bang. But if you got to wait a year or 2 years for it to come to the PC, then you're like, oh man, well, I guess it looks a little better, and I can run it at, max resolution, and I can get better frame rates, but it's still the same game that's been out for over a year, for over 2 years. So it's not fresh. It's not on everybody's mind like, yeah, I want to play that. Everybody's already moved on. They've already forgotten. They've already seen better games come to their platform that look better, that feel better, that run better, that have newer, cooler mechanics, because PlayStation decided that, yeah, man, I'm gonna make my PlayStation fans that bought a PC wait an extra year or 2 years, forcing them to buy the game on the PlayStation and play it there. You're talking about PlayStation first-party games. They are mostly one-and-done experiences to where you're going to play the game one time, and then when it comes to PC, you're going to benchmark it. That's it. You're going to benchmark it. I mean, there's very few of these games that'll come to PC from PlayStation 4 or 5 that I'm actually going to play through again. The Last of Us Part 2, I'll definitely play through that again. Spider-Man 2, maybe I'll play through it. Yeah, it was short enough. I'll play through that one again. And then Horizon Forbidden West, I might play through that again. Actually, I think I will. I probably will play through that again on PC. See how good that game runs on there, and see what it can do. But for the most part, man, making all these people wait over a year just to play these games, in my opinion, that's gonna come back to bite Sony more than it is, gonna be an extra stream of revenue for them, like they need it to be, like they want it to be. They need to have these games launching day and date, or it's just gonna continue to degrade the quality, not degrade the quality, but degrade the ecosystem that PlayStation has built. They need to get into this PC thing full on, just like Xbox. They need to be able to rely on that as a stable, solid source of income when these games launch. All the money that PlayStation puts out for these games, $300 million bucks, that's a lot of money. That's a pretty dang big budget, and the time it costs to make these games, they need to have that day one, boom, mass in your face appeal for these games, and then a year later come out with like a DLC for them, or a multiplayer mode or something. They have to get in to this a little bit better, or it's just a matter of time before they can no longer no longer function the way they do, because the model they have now just isn't sustainable. Xbox, on the other hand, is completely different. They're kind of immune to that now, in terms of say they put out $3 million or $300 million to a budget for a game. If the game hits Game Pass and it does bad, that developer's not going to get $300 million budget again. They're going to get a smaller budget. Phil Spencer's going to walk in there and be like, all right, man, we threw $300 million at you last time. We're halving that. We're halving that. Get something on Game Pass that's going to be that everybody's going to play, that's going to generate revenue. It's going to generate people coming to and I could see that. If I was in charge of Xbox, that's how I would do it. I would be like, all right, guys, this is what we bring in from Game Pass. These are the budgets that I'm willing to set. You know, if you want higher budgets for higher games, for better things, then make something, you know, that's going to be popular. When we put it on PC and when we put it on Steam, we want to sell hotcakes. We want to sell it like hotcakes. When we put it, you know, over, you know, on the PC or whatever, if I was Phil Spencer, I would want to see results. I mean, you put something out like Redfall. Redfall comes out. Redfall, you know, kind of flops. You know, I mean, let's put it this way. I would say that half of the attention that's going to come to these Xbox games is going to be negative, no matter what. Like they're already starting at 50% on every single game they launch, whereas PlayStation's starting at 100% on every game they launch. Everybody's just like, "Oh, PlayStation, we love you," and you know, it is kind of unfair. It's the Xbox tax. We all know that, but at the end of the day, Xbox has a chance to create some of the best developers, the studios out there, you know, pushing them to strive to get better, to be able to stretch a budget, to be able to bring something that's great single player, that has an amazing multiplayer. And Xbox is well versed to build games as service games that people are going to play for a long time. What's Sea of Thieves has been rocking what, since 2016, 2017, I believe. Did it come out in 2017? Yeah, 2017. Sea of Thieves has been running that long. Absolutely incredible that how many people play that. That's a lot of people that are playing that game. Xbox has the developers to create simultaneously single player games as well as multiplayer games, and that's incredible. What they just acquired with Activision, there's no way that Activision, even if Call of Duty does fall on its face and everybody just overnight quits playing Call of Duty, they've got the talent and the resources to build new IP from Activision or even revisit old IP and bring some of those games forward. Like, that right there was probably the best investment that Microsoft has made in a very long time. There's tons and tons and tons of IP at Activision that they could revive, that they could bring back, that they could build new games. Call of Duty isn't the end all be all. Call of Duty is very successful. That's why Activision keeps pumping money into it. But you know, if something were to change, Activision, the developers, the technology they have so much going on over there that they could 100% turn that around and continue to pump out new AAA bangers that would be awesome, that people would want to play. Same goes for Bethesda. Tons and tons of IP that they could go back to and start bringing forward and making new games. There's so much more excitement around Xbox and the future of Xbox and what's going on, that these ponies are over there on Twitter literally talking about, like they're over there port begging. They are literally port begging. Oh gosh, we need some more of the Xbox games on our PlayStation. PlayStation's dry. It doesn't have any. PlayStation has no games. They got remakes. They got remasters. They've got third-party deals that are building games for them. and that's fine. Like I'm not sitting here saying that's a bad thing. I mean, like, yeah, PlayStation's always kind of been that way. They've always locked down third-party games and got them on their system. But what Xbox is creating is truly exciting. Like, I get excited when I hear about these new games that are coming to Xbox. When you talk about Blade, when you talk about Indiana Jones, when you talk about freaking Hellblade 2 or Avowed, or just any of these games that are being built right now and developed for the Xbox platform. You got Fable, you've got potentially a Mandalorian game coming from id Software. There's just so much out there that we don't even know yet. And so much out there that we do know about, like Clockwork's, what was it, Clockwork Revolution or something. And then you've got that other one from, oh gosh, what's the name of it? Oh no, I forgot the name of it. I mean, I'm not super interested in that game anyways, but it was like something about Louisiana or something. But there's just so many games that are ready, that are being built, that are in the works for Xbox, when we know a little bit about what PlayStation's doing. But let's face it, man, all of PlayStation's heavy hitter developers are just finishing up on those. They just finished their old projects, and now they're starting to build their new ones. And anything could go wrong during development. They could be like halfway through those games already, and they're like, "Oh, well, we were gonna do games as service, but nope, we need to change that around, and we need to do a single player." That's just gonna create, that's just going to create problems for the PlayStation brand, man. Like right now, I would be more worried about what PlayStation's doing and what PlayStation's got coming forward than I would be Xbox. To me, PlayStation just kind of it's the default console. And that's fine. It's been that way for what, 5 generations now? PlayStation is just a default console. Like everybody's like, oh man, PlayStation. They've been so popular for so long and they've sold so many consoles that everybody that is interested in buying a console is pretty much looking at PlayStation. I mean, Xbox is shaking things up with the Series S. I definitely think the Series S is going to do very well this generation, especially if we keep seeing deals like Costco had it for $150. These things are going to fly off the shelf. Parents are going to be like, yep, I'm getting that for the kid. Or a friend of the family is going to buy one for the kids or something like that. You know, grandma's going to pick one up when she's over shopping at Costco. The Xbox Series S is priced and the performance is awesome for what you get. $300 for the whole system, and it's better than a Nintendo Switch. It's almost as good as, it's pretty dang good. It holds its own pretty well with these next gen games. Everything that I've tested on it does pretty dang good. So yeah, I would say for your average casual kid gamer, the Series S is freaking fine. Like absolutely incredible. My daughter plays hers every day. Junior plays his every day. It's perfect. It's literally perfect for that younger generation of gamers that are coming up, that are moving over from Switch. Maybe they're getting on Xbox. Xbox is priced to sell to the masses. So, all right, my friends, we're going to be watching that. I'll be at work when the developer direct streams. I can't really afford to take any more work off. So I'll be at work for that. Well, maybe I don't know. I'll see if I can maybe take that, if I can afford to take that day off. I don't know. We'll see how things go. And then, yeah, dude, we'll cover that and we'll see what's coming out. And I'm pretty excited about it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is awesome.